GM, FOMOverse Radio. This is your show host, Austin Hamilton. Today we have Mr. Zomax on the show for his second time around here. What's up, Zomax? How you doing, buddy?
Wah, wah, wah. Hello. Yeah, hi, thanks for having me. Uh, I'm Zomax,
Thank you, brother.
aka Cornelius, from Germany. Yes, so it's 8 p.m. in Germany right now, and that's how I spend my Sunday evenings,
Eight.
talking to the Austin, to the man.
Man, that's
Um,
somewhere that I want to go to. Is Germany, man?
really,
Yeah, I want to go to the beer fest there.
Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the
Yeah.
movie. Have you ever seen the movie Beer Fest?
Oh yeah, I think yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's so goofy. That's how I imagine it in Germany, just so you know.
Yeah, it's I mean sometimes depends. Like right now we have something that's called the fifth season in Germany, which is Carnival, right?
Okay.
So it's like the Mardi Gras, just in February, and it's more like in West Germany. In the eastern parts and the northern parts don't celebrate it that much, but especially like in the city I live in, Cologne, in Germany, it's huge. It's like it feels like the whole city prepares for that event that week for 1 year, and it's every year, and there's like the streets are full of people who are drunk and they vomit everywhere, and there's horrible music playing all day. It's just one week and then it's over. So that's called the fifth season, the carnival season. And yeah,
How far away is that from you if you were to drive there?
I don't know, 10 minutes.
Oh,
That's
that's
the whole
close.
city. It's like the whole state, really. Like depends. Like I'm in the biggest city of the state I'm living in. Like so the state is North Rhine-Westphalia. That's the name of the German state I'm living in. And Cologne is the biggest city in here, and that's the epicenter of that thing, that event. And so I would need to drive, I don't know, yeah, 10 minutes and I would be in the city center. And yeah,
That's badass, man. Well, yeah.
yeah.
Thanks again for coming up here again. I know we've had another show in the past, so glad to have
Yes.
you back on here. Why don't?
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, absolutely, brother. So I know you said you're from Germany. Maybe tell
Mhm.
some newcomers like what you do, your background, and we'll take it from there.
All right. So I am a 3D artist. I am on the artist side of the whole NFT thing, right? So I'm not a collector per se. Like I am collecting, but not not one of the big boys. I'm more like an artist, and I'm doing 3D art for 20 years now.
Wow.
I started when I was in eighth grade, I think, and I'm 34 now. And yeah,
Awesome, man.
just doing that every day, most of the time. Not every day, but I would say
Every other day.
every other day. No, like if you break it down, probably every day. But like right now, I'm having like a little bit off time because I just finished a big project. And yeah, so I'm doing 3D art. I'm pretty much known for very big pieces that take a long time. So I did a bunch of one-of-ones in the past that did very well in the market. I also did smaller collections and series, but yeah, like really elaborate big pieces that have a lot of detail, a lot of 3D fidelity, you could call it that. And yeah,
Are
so
most of
they're all,
your one of ones or these are all basically on you deployed them all on super rare, right?
yeah, all of them except the last one that's on the manifold contract, but it's listed on Super Rare.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So
Interesting.
the top row, the one on the left, the Zomax on SR, that's the contract, and Hitachi Buy, that's the last one, the latest one. And yeah,
So
that one is that's on Manifold.
so this one, I had watched a couple episodes when you were making this on Twitch.
Yes, exactly. So I live streamed the whole process of that. So from start to finish, you can pretty much watch how I make that. If you have, I don't know, 60 days to spare. I don't know how, no, I don't know if it's 60 days, but uh, I think it's like if you no, I think it's like, what is it? I don't know. I calculated it once at some point, but it's you would need over a week to watch it all from start to finish if you watch 24 hours a day.
I think
So
one of the
yeah.
episodes, you were creating this thing over here to the left,
Yeah.
and I think you were asking opinions on what it should say, what it should be. Does it
hmm
say Sam? What is it? What's in the
Um,
blue here? Salt?
I think what scum.
Scum. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because like they don't like the astronauts in that city we're building here that's called Delpha, right? So Delpha is just a fictional place I invented. And so that there's a history that I like a story I tell from picture to picture to picture, right? So we started with the parking lot, really. That's the first one that has the name like that one, the main one. That's the probably the most famous piece I ever did.
52
And
hertz.
yeah, yeah. And that one, so that started the whole astronaut thing for me and also like put me on the map kind of. Like not in the NFT, that was way before the NFTs thing started. That was like in 2016. And yeah, so and after that I did another piece that continues the story about the astronaut and that the this one now, the Utachi Bai, is like the third installment of that because
Is
you have the astronaut also in there, kinda. And, yeah.
is this part two?
No, no, that's not. That's
This
just
is
like an
just.
additional piece.
Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Part two is that's called 6088 AD. That's the I think I actually minted that before that one. Yeah, that one. That's part two.
Did you post progress pictures on this one too?
On this one, there's a tutorial on this one. So you
Okay.
can, there's like a 1.5 hour long video that took me 10 months to, to cut down.
Whew.
And it's on YouTube. You can watch me build that thing from scratch in a time lapse with audio commentary and a custom made soundtrack for that goes for 1.5 hours. That is also on Spotify
Oh, so you're a
and was
musician too.
no, that was made by my friend Lucas Guzio, and he's doing the music on all my pieces because usually like when I finish a big one-of-one piece, it's not just that piece, not that image, not just one image, but like several images, perspectives, cut downs, and crops and everything, and a video usually. Like you have a long ass video explaining, not explaining, but like also not long ass. But I don't know. It's just it's more like an animated short. It's a 2 minute video showing the world and maybe showing a breakdown or something of the scene, how it progressed from start to finish. And for this one, there was also something like that, but the main piece was the tutorial I made around this, and every piece after this one also had like that a video comp, like a video part, but that's not the one I minted. So you can see all of them on my website and how I worked on them and see like work in progress and behind the scenes information and everything.
So you can
Yeah.
see some of your earlier work here. Man, a lot
hmm
of people they scored. I mean, this is
Oh yes.
two Ethereum. I mean, come on.
hmm That was I think Wasn't that like in 2019? No, 2020? When did it sell? When did I accept the
Let's see.
first
Let's see.
one? That it was
Okay. 2021, January 7th.
January. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
The
That was
details on your pieces are just amazing, brother. I mean,
thank you.
when I'm talking to my family and friends about you coming on the show, I'm like, this dude is a master of 3D art. I mean, it's just you see like the little wires, little crumbs on the floor, different colored paint, just every little tiny detail, man. It really adds up to the piece. So,
Thank
you're
you.
very good at what you do, brother.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
It's it's so kind of you. I never know how to react to that. I don't know. It's just like it's like ah.
Is it just natural to you? I mean, are you just
No,
it's
that
not.
I don't know. It's just I don't know how to handle compliments.
Mhm.
Like I know I'm kind of I'm good at this, right? So it
You're
would be
very good.
like stupid to say I don't know that I'm good at this. I'm probably good at this. Like I'm doing that for 20 years. It would be weird if I'm not good at this. And I mean, I got invited to podcasts and stuff, so I must do something right, right? But it's still, I know me. I know me in everyday life, and I'm just like a person. I do the dishes. I have like
No, you
a
don't.
thing.
You don't do the
I,
dishes. Your wife does them.
No, actually, I do them most of the time. I have like a rack here with like clothes to dry, and it's just like it's
You're just a
like
normal guy.
I'm a normal guy, but I do 3D stuff, and to like a small circle of people on the internet, I am more than a normal guy, maybe, but just a small like I'm niche famous. So, or I don't know, maybe you can describe it like that, right?
Yeah.
So and yeah, that's sometimes that's weird. Like the other day, I was walking my dog,
Hmm.
and then I met someone on the street, like in my hood here, right? There was like some guy coming, and then later that day, like I didn't think, like I said hello. He had also a dog, and I was like hi, and then the encounter was like a minute, like half a minute. And later that day, I checked my Facebook, and someone wrote me like, "Hey, I just met you walking my dog. Uh, was that you? Are you the Cornelius, the 3D artist?" I'm like, "What? What?" So
That's funny.
someone recognized me from, I don't know, like some other 3D artist from Cologne met me by accident while walking his dog, and
And this is your
yeah.
dog right here, right?
Yes,
Oh,
that's her.
she's a little cutie.
That's yeah, Marla.
Marla.
Marla. Yeah,
Where
like named after Marla singer from Fight Club.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites, man. Fight Club with Brad Pitt and Edward Norton.
Yeah,
Love that one.
that's the one.
The number one rule of Fight Club.
We don't talk about
We
this.
don't talk about Fight Club. So, congrats on your one of one release on Manifold. Is there a current auction going on that, or are you just kind of
Yes.
like letting the market decide?
No, no, there's the auction is open for bids. Not doing the crazy numbers. So like in I think in March 2021 or something, like that was like peak NFT for me.
Yes.
And one of ones were like at crazy places. But this one isn't like it's not like going through the roof right now. But I'm confident and I will just wait it out. I'm playing the long game
That's
for
good.
everything I do.
That's good.
So I mean, doing 3D for 20 years shows that I'm not here to make a quick buy. So
For sure.
it will just stay there until it finds its right collector. And yeah, I like recently I had a nice conversation with one of my collectors, and he said it's not like you sell it to whomever, you also collect your collectors, right? So you also can make sure that you find the right person to have your piece, and it's not like the collector deciding, hey, this artist, I want that, and that's the only part of the conversation.
Right.
And
And
it's
then,
like
then you
the
guys never
exact,
talk again.
yeah, like I have a like I don't talk to all of my collectors, but to some of them I would like. I also don't have that many, like in terms of one-on-ones, because it's just like there's not so many one-on-ones out there. But like I have my smallish community, and the collectors, um I think I can appreciate all of them. So
Like
I
Ash
think I
Chapter 2, you had
yeah.
some additions on Nifty Gateway,
Mm-hmm.
um, which
Yeah.
one of the pieces on Nifty Gateway, the tooth,
Yeah.
that's got to be my favorite one, man. Out of all,
Thank you.
even out of all of your work, just the simple tooth.
Yeah.
It looks like maybe there's some sort of like scanner, like scanning it or something. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm pulling that up right here, man. It's just
I mean,
fascinating.
that's the tooth of the crown inverted. I mean, it's true. If you flip it, it looks kind of like a crown with three spikes.
Okay.
I actually used that 3D model today. I also didn't age that well with the Z carved into it. So the Z is Zomax, and it has nothing to do with the war going on right now.
Oh, okay. I see that. I see that.
Yeah, yeah. I had to just like someone from Ukraine asked me on Insta, like, what's up with the Z? Because like the Russia invaded Ukraine and they wrote that letter on all their tanks, and it was just like their propaganda thing. I don't know. And I had like I made that before that happened. I'm sorry, it's just like Z is short for Zomax. So- and then yeah, it was a little bit awkward, but yeah, I mean, didn't age that well, but yeah. But the tooth, yeah, that's the my main motive, kind of. I use that all the time.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah, like I said, I love your work, love your additions. The tooth has got to be
Thank
my
you.
favorite one out of all of it. And then, of course, the Ash Chapter 2 computer. Um,
Hmm.
that's probably my second. Maybe because I have that piece, I might be a
Yes, you
little
also have.
biased.
Do you have both, right? You have
I
also the big.
I just have the regular one. I have not
Okay.
burned for anode or cathode.
Yeah, cathode and anode, I think. Right?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm trying to find it here. Here we go. So cathode is the unburned, and then anode is the burned.
Yes.
Yeah, I just love this one.
Wow. Plastic wrap. Everything looks better with that.
Oh
It's
yeah. Can you imagine like opening up that plastic? Oh, it'd just be so satisfying.
yes. Yeah. But I think they're like what I love is a good peel, right? When you have like a device with a display, like a new phone or something, and then you peel that foil off the display.
Uh huh.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's
that's
just
just the
like you could
best.
make like a video of it. Like you
Yeah.
could. Anyways, on the new Ford cars, Ford Motor Company,
Hmm.
FOMO, FOMOCO,
Momoko.
Ford Motor Company. On their new touchscreens, they have one of those plastic wrappers on it, and I always tell
Huh.
my customer, I'm like, okay, go ahead and peel that bad boy off, and they peel it off, and
Yeah.
you're just like, oh,
There's actually Ford has one of its like the biggest German like the factory making Ford cars is in Cologne. It's one of the biggest employers in Cologne.
oh, good, good. I'm glad they're
Yeah, I have
employing a lot of people.
a friend there who works there actually, like in development or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Uh, so after, since I'm in the market for a new car soon, would you recommend Ford cars?
Yeah, so I've worked for Ford my whole life, literally since I was 14. You know, we talked a
Mm-hmm.
little bit before the show. You can actually have a permit and drive here when you're 14. But
Yeah,
I've only owned Ford cars. Are you looking for new or pre-owned, do you think?
pre-owned.
Pre-owned? What
Yeah,
kind, like a SUV, car, truck?
something I fit in. Like it's the problem. I'm 2 meters tall. That's like 6'5"
Oh,
something.
Jesus. You're tall.
Yes. Yeah, and
Big boy.
so big boy, I have to fit in the car. That's the so I looked at the Hyundai i30 something, and then something from Seat and Toyota,
Okay.
like a Prius or something, used automatic Prius maybe, I don't know, something, or Corolla.
I don't know if
Um,
they have this car in Germany because I'm not sure if all the vehicles are the same. But if you're
yeah,
looking for like a sedan, that's a pretty good sporty one. I would kind of
sedan.
lean more towards the Ford Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a lot of like luxury features, like they have the Platinum Ford Fusion, which has like heated and cooled seats.
Nice.
It's got like a big touchscreen. They make them in all-wheel drive too, so good in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then if you're really looking at like sporty, they make a Ford Fusion Sport, which is like all blacked out. Here, let me just backspace German here. Accents on it. The seats are really nice. It's got a V6 twin turbo in it.
I don't know what that means.
Um, it's okay. It's okay. So it just has like a lot of horsepower.
All right.
The seats
But
are like,
is it the same in the US? If you have a car that has a lot of horsepower, the insurance gets more expensive.
oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's the
So
same.
maybe not that sporty then, huh?
Yeah, no,
That's
I
funny.
also don't need that. I want an automatic car.
Yeah, these are
Like in
automatic.
Germany,
These are
yeah,
auto.
in Germany, like the majority of cars is still like sh shift, like gear manual, right? And I just want a big boy go-kart.
I love the comment. Somebody just put plot twist. Fomoverse Radio was a front for Austin to sell more Fords all along. I love that comment.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. A little quick shout out to the comments here. Tom Westbay.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
bro spent all the budget on the intro. Fucking hilarious. Space Monk GM. Space Monk has like probably watched every episode, so thank you for the loyalty, Space Monk. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Space Monk.
Non Fungi. Met that dude in Scotland. He's a badass mofo. He was posting Ash 2 Metamorphosis data like every single week.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, I've seen that. I get the rundown. Now it's not every week anymore, but it's just like
every two
once per
weeks or
month.
something. Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
He,
I always get tagged in it. I'm like, oh, interesting.
yeah.
It's so cool to see that someone putting in the work. I don't know how they do that, but it's
hmm
just like cool to see.
Yeah. So thank you. He's a badass dude. Um, we also got the J5 guy that said the plot twist. Austin trying to sell more Fords. Love that
Mhm.
comment. That's hilarious. Drew says Zoe needs to FOMO into the new Mustang.
What's the new
Oh,
Mustang? Is it for big boys?
we're gonna just play a whole video here. It's only like a minute, so it's no big deal. So it's called the Ford Mustang. Check this one out. This one is the Dark Horse. It's like 500 horsepower off the line, brother.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh,
What?
dude, here, check this out, bro.
Okay.
Yep, it's fucking
Looks
sick.
dangerous.
Oh, it's real dangerous.
Probably loud as fuck, right? The passion is I want to Okay.
Anyways, you get the gist of it.
Yeah. But look at that. That's one way of making the police very interested in you. And the Germans, please. They were like, okay, we're gonna check this guy. And then you're like, I'm a beginner driver. I have the license for 1 week.
Bro, you could like get this car and like put your artwork on it. And you could
Oh,
like
yeah.
you could like put your phone number on there. You could be like, call me if you're interested in this work. You know.
I want a hentai MOBA, like a hentai mobile, you know? There's like this car scene in Japan where they have like their Japanese cars, their tiny cars, and they put like these they the stickers all like they cover the whole car with it with like naked anime girls. I
Okay.
want that.
There's a
They have
huge scene
yeah.
of race cars and stuff over there.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
culture
yeah.
thing, it's like Fast and the Furious, like Tokyo Drift and stuff like that.
Just wait, is there Hatsune Miku? There's like that Hatsune Miku.
Hatsumiku?
Yeah, Hatsune Miku car. Uh, and then car. Yes.
Okay, I think I found something. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
found it.
that.
Yep,
Yeah. Just more extreme and naked.
that's funny.
I mean, wouldn't that be something? Anime car for Cornelius, for Zomax.
You should.
I don't
You should,
know.
brother.
In the end, I will just probably just buy a used Golf, like a VW, a Volkswagen Golf
What about
for
the
two.
Golf R? Check this one out.
Oh, is that the electronic one?
This is the turbo, like the Mac Daddy all-wheel drive. I think it's got like
Oh,
350 horsepower. It probably shoots flames out of the exhaust.
yeah, can probably do my taxes as well, right?
Oh, jeez. Okay, so anyways, we started getting sidetracked there. I did.
It's okay.
Couple things happening right now in the market.
Hmm?
One kind of crazy thing that I recently seen is Collabland token.
Yeah.
Somebody just mentioned this in the POC Discord is how I found out about this. So it's a Collabland token. Not sure if this says it's a claim, but not sure if it is a claim or if it just gets airdropped. But you can find it on Twitter, collab.land. But make sure you do your research before you're clicking around and stuff like that. It says right here that it begins on February 23, ends on May 23rd. And then it says there are 3 groups eligible for the claim token. Discord, Telegram users who have connected their accounts to Collabland, Collabland memberships, NFT, and Patreon NFT holders, the top 100 Discord communities. So check this out. So the top 5 here, you will find POC right there.
So that means if I own PAC tokens or if I'm on PAC's Discord.
If you're on POC's Discord, we're not sure how it's going to be distributed. Somebody thought maybe it was based off of like how many messages that you have on there.
Well, fuck me.
Other people were thinking, or myself, I was like, maybe it has something to do like with the roles that you have. And they were like, wait. If it had to do with the roles, then that's like based off of like your assets. And then wouldn't they just do it based off of your assets? And I was like, oh, I didn't think about it like that. So I'm not really sure how they're going to distribute it fully. But yeah, POC is up there in the top. And then you can just scroll down here, other side, Adidas, Super Plastic, Of course, Bored Ape Yacht Club is on here. Axel
Yeah.
Infinity, Cool Cats. Yeah.
I mean, we will see.
Yep.
But the funny thing, so if it's a claim, it's tax different in Germany. So if it's an airdrop, it's tax free in Germany. It's free money. But it's if it's a claim, it's different. You have to pay income tax on that.
Mm.
FYI, no financial advice,
No,
just
no, no,
like
no. This is definitely
observa
not financial
ob
advice.
observation from my tax guy. Yes.
Second thing I wanted to bring to the light here is OpenSea moving to the 0% fee.
Oh yes,
Um, there's been
that's very
a
anti-creator.
yeah, there's been a lot of talk about this platform, OpenSea versus Blur. It's like, hey, which one's better,
Mhm.
Blur, OpenSea? It's they're saying it's a race to 0% fees. So I'm just gonna read this top tweet here by OpenSea. It says right here, we're making some big changes today. OpenSea fee 0% for a limited time. Moving to optional creator earnings, 0.5% minimum for all collections without on-chain enforcement. Marketplaces with the same policies will not be blocked by the operator filter. And then
That
they
means all the marketplaces that enforce the same rules as they are not blocked. But if you have a marketplace that enforces fees, OpenSea will block them. So if I have a marketplace that doesn't lock the tokens to its own ecosystem, say I have a manifold contract with 5%, and will OpenSea will just block them, or I don't know what that means, but that it sounds like that.
yeah, it's kind of vague on what that exactly means, but anyways, it talks a little bit right here comparison to Blur. On number
Hmm.
5, it says recent events, including Blur's decision to roll back creator earnings and the false choice they're forcing creators to make between liquidity on Blur or OpenSea, prove that our attempts are not working. And then so they're talking about, statistics, what they're doing to move forward. We're dropping our OpenSea fee to 0% for a promotional period of time. Um, Third, we're updating the operator filter to allow sales using NFT marketplaces with the same policies, including Blur, as they make good on their promise. Now, creators won't have to make the false choice between receiving earnings on OpenSea or Blur.
Yeah.
And then you see Artifaction right here. So fucking happy. I'm here to collect art. I'll just send artist royalties off chain through carrier pigeon if I have to. You all can fuck off.
That's
Pretty
very
cool.
kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for empowerment of artists. Like, doesn't matter. It's just like companies aren't your friends.
No.
Artists are.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, but I'm also like biased because I'm an artist and I only want to see me and my friends
Mm-hmm.
thrive. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
not
somebody posted an interesting tweet. It was the volume shift, between OpenSea and Blur. I don't know if I can find it here, but Blur looked like for the first time overtook OpenSea's volume, which was very interesting to me. More people are buying and selling on Blur at the moment versus OpenSea from the data that I'm looking at.
hmm.
Um, I don't know how long that's gonna last. You know, um, I know Blur just had that big airdrop or claim token, which, by the way, beware. Like, I haven't really told that many people, but like, you can go on my Twitter, and I accidentally clicked the wrong fucking link. About
Yes.
got everything drained from me, but thank God OXG came to the rescue. ran me down on some very technical stuff, and I was able to stop any damage from happening. Yeah, here it is right here. So yeah, you can see my tweet here. Do not click this link. I just signed a message from here without triple checking. Potentially malicious, which proved to be malicious. Had to transfer everything out. Be safe out there.
Yes, be safe, guys.
Um, I think this just kind of brings up like a good point. Like, always triple check everything. Like, I just know so many people that have gotten burned and like assets stolen from them, or run it by a friend. No need to really FOMO into free claims that are going to be open for a month. I don't even know what I was doing. Like, I had no business. I've never even bought anything from Blur. What was I doing trying to claim? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I was a little hungover. Okay, whatever. But at the same time, like, ask your friends, hey, is this safe? Is this the right link? What is that guy Jack Butcher that everybody talks about? Don't check, verify.
What is
The VV checks? You see them all over Twitter. The little check marks.
yes.
Yeah. That's like his motto is don't check, verify. And as soon as I did all that, I'm like, oh fuck, Jack Butcher.
Yeah.
Don't check, verify.
There's like sometimes I get these scam emails that feel very much like that it's not mass messaging, so they don't have a list. Like it's more like spear phishing. So they know who I am and they send it out to me and wanna like test me. And
Yep.
it's like the other day there was like, so they obviously know that I'm streaming, and they made out like that. Do you know Rich Wallet? That's just that's like one of those companies who sponsor every third content
Okay.
creator, and you see that's just like they make like these wallets, like not like wallets in crypto wallets, but like actual wallets that are made out of metal that you can put like credit cards in there,
Oh, they're like protectors or something. Like,
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And they so there was this, I got the email from someone pretending to be like a marketing person for them and saying like, yeah, we want to sponsor one of your streams or something, blah blah blah. And until I checked out the email the message was sent from, and it was clearly a fake. And I was
Dang.
like, okay, what's the end game with that? So at some point, probably so usually sometimes I engage with them, right? So I write them and see like, okay, what's their battle plan? I want to know because there probably won't be like huge accessible 0-day exploits for them they can use because they are not like the NSA or something, right? It's just like that's like a small group of people probably doing that on a daily basis, and sometimes they're lucky and sometimes they're not. So it's probably the way they're gonna do it is send me a link or hope that I open files or something like that,
Oh, yeah.
use my login credentials somewhere. Obviously I won't do that.
Sure.
And it's so I engage with them and just wait until yeah, so I made up this term sheet here. Can you check? Can you open that zip file I sent? Like,
Ah.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
opened it, man. So what do you want me to do next?
Yeah. Like on
That's scary.
a sandbox maybe you can do that, but still it's just like most of the time it's super obvious. They um like I would say 75% of the time it's you can clearly see that like there's like the language barrier is there, and it's like you don't even, or like the way they approach you is just like, yeah, I want to rebuild my restaurant. So can you design the menu? Like it's
That's funny.
like that's where it starts, like if you're gonna scam me, at least come up with a job that would actually interest me.
That's funny.
Like that's
I'm
yeah.
afraid that scams are going to get worse and worse as
Oh yeah.
AI and just technology evolves over time. So I
Yeah.
think it's just up to us to do our due diligence and be safe. Like I always say on my show, don't trust, verify. Check with your
Yeah.
buddies, check with your friends. It's okay to ask people for help. If you don't really know what
Ask
something
Chat
is,
GPT for help.
yeah, ask Chat GPT. Chat GPT will be honest with you. Or,
Hey, is that a scammer? And Chat GPT is like, yeah, don't
yeah,
trust them.
homie. Yeah, homie. I wouldn't do that,
Exactly.
son.
Exactly like that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So Moose, he's a big collector, big fan of yours.
Yes. I'm
Ta-
also a big fan of Moose,
Moose is
by
a
the way.
badass dude. Had him on my show.
Yes.
He called into the show, sent me a DM.
Oh.
He wanted me to show this tweet that you just posted.
Oh yes.
I'm working on a reward. Maybe you
Yeah.
can kind of go into that.
Okay, so
Maybe not.
yeah, like 3 days ago I started like I was it was late at night and I was curious about like so I don't know where do I start? So usually I think a lot about technicalities when like I'm off 3D and enjoying myself and trying to be distracted and don't think about work so much, right? So I do something else, play video games, and then my mind wanders off in the realms of technical questions about 3D. So then they think about like how would one build this and that. So, and then I started an experiment late at night, and this turned out to be a whole piece. But it's not going to be like a big piece. It's not like super elaborate with tons of details, but it's going to be very pretty.
Hmm.
And I thought, hey, that's actually very nice. And like the first idea was I will just gift it away. So I will mint 25 editions of that and just send them to friends and collectors. So, uh, for example, I want to reward the people who bought like one of ones,
Oh
for
yeah.
example.
Oh yeah.
Like because of the volume and the money the one of ones usually generate, they make sure that I can do that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But then I thought, hey, I had like a conversation with a friend with a Gurnch, and he said like, yeah, you can also reward everyone. Like there was a nifty drop with the you had like the last nifty drop was like plus, it's called plus, and you had like an environment and a character, and if you have matching pairs, you could like reward those, and I was like, yeah, okay. So means I have to make two pieces now. But so I'm thinking about like maybe making a reward series and just give them away or just one piece. And yeah, so today somebody came up and was like, "Yeah, can you do Ash 2 rewards?" It's like, "Yeah, it would be also cool, but I don't know." It's just like I mean let me think about that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the main idea was just like giving make a limited run of pieces and giving it to friends and family and collectors, like big time collectors of mine. So just like a show of appreciation, like, hey, I appreciate that you exist. I appreciate that you kind of financed my artistic endeavors. Here's a piece, like a knot with a hat, and
Yeah. You're
yeah, it's
rewarding your
gonna be
collectors. That's amazing.
yeah, and it's gonna be like, but then I actually like technically maybe I should do two, like do a reward for like that's also the thing. I don't know how I can because if I do a reward for all of them, I can't mint them myself. I have to put the site up, a claim site.
Hmm.
How do I do that with the Nifty thing? Because they have the
So,
omnibus contract. I don't know
well,
how
well,
it
well, they
works
can
with.
So you can withdraw your Nifty piece to your MetaMask wallet, and
Yeah.
then you can use that to, move forward. I'm
Okay.
not sure, if, yeah, I kind of see the dilemma that you're going
I
through,
have to
though.
ask around. Maybe
Yeah.
I can do that. I would want to do that outside of Nifty. It's just like I don't want to make a big deal out of it. Just like here is something, just appreciation. It's just not nothing mind blowing. Like okay, maybe it's mind blowing. I don't know. I think I like the one I'm working on right now. It's actually quite pretty. It's quite cool. It's like a cave, right? You have a cave
Okay.
and there's water in the cave.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's like a little beach. Like actually, like that's a cave with a beach. And
Oh.
there's like sitting somewhere on that beach, surrounded by items that I made. So
Where did you get that inspiration from?
oh, it was just like I don't know. It's just that's the very cliche motive actually. Like that cave beach